There are three levels of challenges and problems in a Christian marriage. The first level is where it's disappointing. A disappointing marriage is when there are unmet expectations, when we hoped our spouse would get us the flowers, but he didn't. We hoped our spouse would appreciate the hard work we did when we came home, but she didn't. We would hope that the weekend was going to look like a family time and date night and intentionality, but it wasn't. A disappointing marriage can really wear on your heart and soul because if you have this idea of what marriage should be and it's just not measuring up, and it's been months or years of doing marriage and you're just not happy, you're just not fulfilled. In a disappointing marriage, the enemy can creep in and he can really sow those seeds of doubt. He can start to stir up a desire for someone else in your marriage. He can open the door for emotional or physical or sexual affair with someone else, someone who makes you laugh, someone who thinks your jokes are funny, someone who tells you that you're pretty or that you're amazing or you're so smart. In a disappointing marriage, it's really important that you put the oxygen mask on yourself and you get equipped with being able to communicate your heart. The worst thing you can do in a disappointing marriage is to just ignore it, just keep the peace, not bring it up, not share your heartache or your hopes and dreams. But the second worst thing you can do is to constantly complain about the marriage and about your disappointment without any acknowledgement of the work that your partner is putting into the marriage. So, in a disappointing marriage, it's important. Get help right away because those disappointments can certainly lead to the second level of challenges in a marriage. And that's where the marriage becomes dysfunctional. That's where there's misunderstandings. We're speaking something and our spouse misinterprets it. They're reading into our message and they're getting defensive and they're turning around and blaming us. It looks like feeling like you're not safe to share your heart. It looks like you're constantly questioning whether your spouse loves you or honors you or has any respect for you at all. A dysfunctional marriage is one where the children become on high alert. They start noticing, oh my gosh, my mom and dad are they're fighting again. What should we do? Their little nervous systems get attuned to it, and you'll have your people pleaser start showing up and trying to give you hugs and make sure you're okay, and then you'll have the wild one who might like be disruptive, trying to get your attention and get the focus off of the two of you. It is imperative that you get help right away because those paper cuts to the heart and soul becomes like stab wounds, and quickly the trust can erode, the communication breaks down, there's unresolved conflict, and you feel hopeless. In a dysfunctional marriage, you want to get help right away. Even if you're the only one trying, you can reach out to us at Turnaround Marriage. We work with one spouse all the time in dysfunctional marriages where we help you to learn how to regulate your own emotional state, how to change the way you're thinking and feeling about yourself and your situation and your spouse. We show you how to bring God back into the center of the marriage. We show you how to set healthy boundaries. We show you how to speak the truth in love and allow your needs to be known and expressed and met. And the whole dynamic can change when one partner's not reacting in anger, but instead they're learning to respond and they're staying calm. They're tuned into their nervous system and their body. They're regulated. If that's you, it's imperative that you book a call with us today. Get help before it is too late. The third level of challenges in a marriage, and I use the word challenges lightly here, the third level is really a destructive marriage. That's where your identity is marred by your spouse. That's where trust is being broken repeatedly, over and over and over again, without signs of repentance or remorse. In a destructive marriage, you will feel like your soul is starting to die. You will feel like your needs are absolutely not met or understood or cared about at all. In a destructive marriage, there is usually name calling. There's usually a form of manipulation or control. There's always blame. You feel out of control. You feel like you don't have bodily autonomy. You feel like your boundaries are violated over and over and over again. You feel unsafe in your own home. There could be physical violence, verbal violence. There could be mental abuse. There could be sexual abuse or violence. And so in a destructive marriage, there's usually one of three things going on: adultery, abuse, or abandonment. And in those cases, you have biblical grounds for divorce. And so I would urge you to seek out pastoral help for yourself. Seek out godly wisdom to see, is this a marriage that is able to be salvaged? Is this even safe for me or my children? And know that God is with you in the midst of all of that. But if you're in one of the first two categories, if your marriage is disappointing or it's dysfunctional, that's where we can help at Turnaround Marriage. That's where we want to dive in with you, want to show you how to renew your mind, how to renew your heart, how to let go of the hurt, how to change the dynamics, how to respond differently, and how to bring God back into the center of your life and your home. So if that's you, I would urge you to go to turnaroundmarriage.com/call. Book a call with us. We do a free consultation to see if our program is the right answer for you to help you restore and rebuild something beautiful. And if you're in the destructive category, I would urge you to seek out pastoral help. We also have resources at turnaroundmarriage.com/help. So take action. No matter where you're at, you are worth it.